You're looking live at Atlanta Motor Speedway from race number 2 of the Superstar Cup Series. Currently qualifying underway here for the heat races. Drivers putting their fast lap times here at 1.5 mile track in Hampton, Georgia. So right now we will be looking at Thomas Spencer in the third machine right there, ripping his way around number 3 and 4. Going to complete his first time lap, it looks like. Crosses a stripe for him. This will be his first time out there, but Travis has set lap, same off. First one set lap there in the 15 machine. 31.280. Now Alex Anderson 31.019. Here comes Thomas Spencer off of turn number 4. We'll see where he puts himself here on the board. Okay, Spencer will be in 11th. So Alex Anderson, will he be able to improve on his lap time here? Coming across the stripe, Alex Anderson's going to be slightly slower, about 0.3 slower. Daniel Mullick's second currently. On his second time lap, seems like the first lap has been quicker so far in qualifying. We'll see if anyone else can improve on the lap time here. Coming across the stripe, Daniel Mullick turns off the engine. He goes quicker. He will go to pole position. No, he won't. The time is going off was just off just enough. Caleb Bates here. 1 and 2. Craig Martin off the racetrack right now is Jimmy Geckis on a lap time right now. Donnie Kite on his lap time right now here off of turn number 2. But look what Jimmy Geckis can do here off of turn number 4. Where will the 18 machine slot himself here off of turn 4, coming to the quad oval? 31.608. That'll put him in 32nd. See if he's able to go any quicker on the second lap time. Donnie Kite crosses the line. 31.6. Actually, not lap time. 32.4. So it puts him in 34th right now. Craig Martin his time, first time lap. We'll see where he goes. Through 3 and 4 looks to the outside lane. A little bit quicker on this qualifying run. But we gotta be careful of burning up those tires quickly. Off of turn 4, coming to the stripe for his first time lap. Martin at 31.3, it's a decent lap time, not great though. 32nd place. About 0.3 off of our pulse there of Alex Anderson. Can Martin go quicker? You got Zach Stewart in pit lane. Christian Swagger also on his second time lap. Does he go quicker? He does not. Will Craig Martin go quicker? And the last few drivers to qualify here. About 1 minute left in qualifying. Martin across the stripe. He slightly goes a little slower, about 1/1000th of a second slower. Michael James off of turn number 4. Can he go to a good starting position? Not quite at 31.52. That puts him in 38th place and dead last of the drivers who have set a lap time. Matt Sisler, so maybe the track team is heated up here because a lot of these drivers later in the qualifying run have struggled for lap time. So Matt Sisler through 3 and 4. Off of turn 4 he goes. Coming to the stripe. He will be at 31.194. I'll bump him up quite a bit, up to 17th place. That's a great improvement for him. Zach Stewart in pit lane. Christian Swagger is still in 36. So no one else on the racetrack. So it's going to be Alex Anderson will be on pole position here tonight for the Dentist Choice 225 here at Echo Park Speedway, or as it was known here in its current state, Atlanta Motor Speedway. Those drivers now green A for heat number 1. We will see who will start in the third place positions on the inside row, pretty much. Inside rows for all of them. Drivers, we'll get to your starting lineup here in a few moments' time. So it looks like the rule would be about 16 drivers or so. A little bit actually more than that. I think it'll be about 17 or 18. We'll be starting here in the heat races, trying to fight for those spots on the inside line. Could be a pretty short heat race overall, only 8 laps in length. So we'll see what can happen here in these 7 laps at Echo Park Speedway. We'll take a quick look. Our starting lap here for heat number 1. In first place for heat number 1, it's going to be Skylar Jones, and second will be Nathan Lamon. Third will be Ruben Rose. Fourth will be Isaiah Waltress. Fifth will be Tony Allison. Sixth will be Donald Kite. Seventh, Christopher Bush. Eighth, Matt Sisler. Ninth, Dylan Lamp. 10th, Brady McWilliams. 11th, David Nimmert. And 12th, Jimmy Gekis. 13th, Nate Bogus. 14th, Sam Hoff. 15th, Jordan Warnock. Thomas Mitchell will be 16th. Greg Martin 17th, Alex Green 18th. And Carl Cantonos will round out the 19-car Heat 1 field for now. As we'll take a quick look at weather as well as these drivers are during the pace ups. 116-degree track temp right now, and it's June 17th, 11:42 a.m. in sim time. So based off those metrics, I would just assume the temperature will just be higher and higher and higher throughout the night. So this may be the coolest it will be all night long here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So we'll see what happens here. We'll check again during the race as well. But something to also keep an eye out on. We'll see what will happen here as the drivers through 3 and 4 coming to the start here for Echo Park Speedway. Space truck pulls off at the pit lane. Skylar Jones will lead us to the green. And green flags in the air, and we're underway here for heat number 1. They're rocking their way past turn number 1. Skylar Jones will clear off for turn 2. Nathan Lamon up top. Ruben Rose. There's a look out, spin back. That's Brady McWilliams around. He goes. The 36 machine slightly taps the inside wall. David Nimmert around as well. We'll take a replay of what happened there between those two drivers. I think it was separate incidents there for those two. Just looks like a little bit of looseness, maybe. There's looseness for really both of them. Caused that one. Definitely going to be seen out a lot here at Atlanta tonight. Also known as Hot Atlanta, as indicated by the track temperature we saw before the race. There's another car loose off of turn number 2. That's Tony Allison, I believe. Yes, it is. That Ford machine. They'll lose a couple positions. I think only lost one to Dylan Lamp there. But Dylan Lamp up 5 positions. Zonike up 3. Sam Hoff up 7 now. Already 3 laps into this one. Salas up ahead, Matt Sisler, Nate Bogus, or Jimmy Gekis, excuse me. Gekis almost clearing turn number 1. Not quite yet, but I think he will off turn number 2. These drivers need a quick fuel for tonight's race and how things are handling. See how loose these drivers are. Off turn 2, shuffling for position behind. Looks like to be Nate Bogus on the inside, an 11 machine of Matt Sisler, side by side ahead. Isaiah Walters, Sam Hoff. Single file down in the back. As soon as I said that, here comes Matt Sisler. Jimmy Gagg, excuse me, big move there to the inside of Isaiah Waltress is up front. Ruben Rose looking to win heat number 1. And they're still side by side here for 7th and 8th. It's kind of a 3-car fight for seconds right now and for the race lead. 2 laps to go. Skylar Jones currently ahead, but Ruben Rose and Donnie Kite not too far behind right now as they're rocking their way down the back straightaway. As big news there for high Tony Allison to the inside of Dylan Lamp. That is for 4th. Off the turn 4 for the final time for heat number 1. Ruben Rose a little bit loose, but he has that run, that momentum down the front straightaway. White flag in the air one more time around. Ruben Rose on the inside getting that clean air. Jones gonna block it off, give Ruben Rose that dirty air up front. Up the racetrack, Ruben Rose goes big time. Donnie Kite gotta stay behind, give him that shove down the back straightaway, but I don't think it'll be enough. Skylar Jones through 3 and 4. Matt Sisler gets crazy sideways, furlong back, loses a ton of spots there. Here's 87 machine by Skylar Jones off of 4. He will pick up the heat number 1 win over Ruben Rose side by side here. Tony Allison and Dylan Lamp. Allison barely gets it there. So we'll take a look at our heat 1 results once they officially come through. Two guys finishing up right now. Look at our race results for heat number 1. Skylar Jones will pick up the win. Ruben Rose 2nd. Donnie Kite 3rd. Tony Allison 4th. Bill Lamp 5th. Isaiah Walters 6th. Nate Bogus 7th. Jimmy Gekas 8th. Craig Martin 9th. Alex Wicker out the top 10. Christopher Bush 11th. Jordan Warnock 12th. Sam Hoff and 13th. Matt Sisler 14th. Brian McWilliams 15th. David Nimmart and 16th. Thomas Spencer 17th. Nathan Lemon and 18th. And Carl Cantonis not taking the green flag there tonight. So what an interesting heat number 1. Not too crazy there, but overall pretty solid race. So a lot of stuff inside, and I think we'll see that a lot tonight as well in the main event. But like I said kind of before, in the last few seasons, the heats are kind of just like appetizers. Kind of know what you're gonna get, maybe a little bit. Sometimes there's a little curveball here in the heat races, but that was pretty clean and nice racing for the most part. I really like to see what a long 20 to 35 lap green flag run will look like here in the feature event. But right now we're on off for heat number 2. Another pretty big field, about 18-19 trucks gonna take the green here for heat 2. And we'll take a quick look at our starting lap here in a few moments time. As Nathan Johnson will be on the front row here for heat number 2. Hunter Sr. will be 2nd. Russell Windsor will be in 3rd. Steven Ardell will be in 4th. 5th will be Kyle Linsky. 6th will Taylor Pratt. 7th will be Jordan Evans. David Cola will be in 8th. 9th, Caleb Yates. 10th, Dustin Coggin. 11th, Jared Chair. Jackson Fonstock 12th. 13th, Brock Morris. Connors Buzz in 14th. Michael James 15th. Ryan Houston in 16th. 17th, Christian Swagger. 18th, Zach Stewart. And 19th will be Tim McBassel rounding out the field here for heat number 2. This pace truck pulls off in the pit lane. Another 7-lapper. Nathan Johnson get a lead to the green flag. And green flag is out. We're underway here for heat 2. As drivers get through the gears. Down, rocking the turn number 1. It's going to be side by side for the race lead, and pretty much side by side through most of the field. You will get the advantage off of turn 2. I think I have a feeling it will be Hunter Sr. As the car is sideways there, Brock Morris around. And a few others as well. Jackson Fonstock as well. I think he was the driver who got loose there, it looks like. This is off of turn number 2. A few drivers gets loose. Fonstock gets looser. And he tags Brock Morris off of turn 2. Turn 2 seems to be the trouble corner so far tonight. Hunter Sr. will take the race lead away from Nathan Johnson. Here down the back straight on lap number 2. There's also Windsor in the wings there as well. We could maybe pounce here on Nathan Johnson. He's off of turn 4, single file for the most part here throughout the field. Got a few side-by-sides as well. Here, Jordan Evans, Jerry Skinner, and Ryan Houston making his way through the field. Had a kind of a poor qualifying here at Atlanta, but he's up 6 spots here in 10th place, maybe 9th place in a few moments' time. Surprisingly as well, Connors Bozian not having the greatest qualifying run as well. So a few of our front runners we kind of expected to do well. Not doing too well in qualifying, but here comes Russell Windsor to the inside of Nathan Johnson. As one car loose, I think that's Karolynski. And yes, it is in the 33 machines. Get a bit loose there through the quad oval. Might lose a spot here or 2. As Windsor, he's going to tag Nathan Johnson up the racetrack. They go off of turn 2. Johnson with a huge run, and here comes Steven Ardell as well, as he will put himself in the top 3 spot with coming to 2 laps to go this time by. As we got a dogfight here in the mid-pack. Karolynski take the front of Russell Windsor under a nose here. Jared Skinner as well, not too far behind. Ryan Houston not too far behind as well in 9th. Hunter Sr. has a pretty comfortable lead here off of turn 2. About 3/10 is the gap between him and Nathan Johnson. We'll see if Johnson can mount a charge here down the back show and maybe go into the final lap as well here tonight for heat number 2. As white flagging there for heat 2. Hunter Sr. comfortable lead right now. We'll see how much he can manage that through 1 and 2. I think that'll tell you everything about how this heat will finish. But once again, mid-pack battle here. Ryan Houston has a good run off of turn 2. Looking outside of Jared Skinner. Kalinski almost had the outside wall off of turn 2 as well. We got a big move here for 2nd. Nathan Johnson. Up the racetrack he goes. Steven Ardell to the inside. Hunter Sr. will win heat number 2. But to be a drag race for these drivers behind, it's going to be Nathan Johnson picking up 2nd. Next to Karolynski will get 8th, and the Ryan Houston will get 9th. So another pretty clean heat race there. And we'll see how this shakes up the starting lineup here tonight as well. Should help a lot of these drivers who had poor qualifyings tonight as well. But we'll take a quick look right there. As here's the heat 2 final results. Hunter Sr. will pick up the win for heat number 2. Nathan Johnson 2nd. Steven Ardell 3rd. Russell Windsor 4th. Taylor Pryor 5th. David McCall 6th. Karolynski 7th. Jared Skinner 8th. Ryan Houston 9th. And Jordan Evans around the top 10. Connors Bozian 11th. Dustin Coggin 12th. Michael James 13th. Caleb Yates 14th. Christian Swagger 15th. Zach Stewart 16th. Mark Moore 17th. Tim Bass 18th. And Jackson Fonstock in 19th place. These drivers have a quick little warm-up session to figure out the pit stalls. We'll do a quick little break. We'll be right back here on the Legends Racing Network from Echo Park Speedway. We're live here at Echo Park Speedway. Drivers currently green here for race number 2, for the Dentist Choice 225, 150 laps in total length here at Echo Park Speedway. We'll take a quick look. Starting lap here for the main event. Here tonight, as the drivers just rolling off right now. Alex Anderson will be on pole position. Alongside him will be Daniel Mulks in second. Third will be Skylar Jones. Hunter Sr. will be fourth. Fifth, Ruben Russ. Sixth will be Nathan Johnson. Seventh will be Donnie Kate. Steven Ardell will be in eighth. Ninth will be Tony Allison. 10th, Russell Windsor. 11th, Bill Lamp. Tate LaPretta in 12th. Isaiah Watches 13th. David McCullough in 14th. Nate Bogus in 15th. Kalinski 16th. Jim Yekis in 17th. Jared Skinner 18th. Craig Martin in 19th. And Ryan Houston in 20th. 21st will be Alex McQueen. 22nd will be Jordan Evans. Christopher Bush in 23rd. Collins Mosey in 24th. Will Mark 25th. Justin Cog in 26th. Tim Hoff in 27th. Michael James 28th. Matt Sisler 29th. Caleb Bates in 30th. 31st, Brady McWilliams. 32nd, Christian Swigert. 33rd, David Nimmart. 34th, Zach Stewart. 35th, Thomas Fincher. 36th, Brock Morris. And 37th, Nathan Lehman. And Tim Bass will lead 38th as the green flag is out here. And where's Skylar Jones? Around he goes in front of the field. The 47 machine around. Here on the opening lap, on the opening restarts, we stay green. Looks like though Jones around. They'll lose a ton of positions. Same with Jimmy Gekas as well, as Alex McQueen currently a race leader. Daniel Mulks side by side right now between those two drivers. Chaos on the opening start there. As side by side here through 1, 3, and 4. As coming across the stripe, it looks like it's going to be Daniel Mulks going to lead lap 1. As what a hectic start that was to opening the race, as that really spreads up the field quite a bit early on. One driver looking like he's exiting pit lane. What a chaotic opening lap there that was. But we're back here clean in single file for the most part. As the top three pretty much knows the tail. Let's take a quick look at what happened there. The opening lap right here. Looking at Skylar Jones there. On the gas and around, and gets loose there. And Ruinos tags the 47 machine. So it looks like just kind of a case of the looseness right there, like we mentioned in the heat races. As the field quickly single files out here on lap number 4 of 150. Got some side-by-side battle here. Donnie Kate, David McCullough, Jared Skinner, as well as Ruben Russ involved there as well. In this pack from 10th on back. As 2x2 for most of the field, as here comes Donald Kite to the inside of Bill Lamp. That's for 9th place. As a Lamp loose off of turn 2, as the Ruben Norris around he goes. He's gonna smack the inside wall. He's gonna have a broken left front. And a great start for him. He has no control. He's gonna turn up on the racetrack. Tim McBasketball involved as well as a few other drivers. As Ruben Norris had no control over his vehicle, looked like. And that surely will burn out the yellow there on lap number 7. Yes, it will. Wow. And just like that, we saw a pretty big wreck. I'm not sure even who all was involved there. I'm caught the tail end of that one. Let's look on the entry to turn number 3. Smacks the inside wall, bounces up. Has no real control. Not sure why he didn't just. It looks like he turned into the racetrack though, but as I think the 3 of Thomas Spencer involved, David Nimart involved as well. Wow. Just looks like David McCullough just drifted up the racetrack. It looks like Ruben Lewis, I mean, he tried to brake right there, but then he gasses it up and gets loose there as well. I'm not sure if he had the broken right front and left front there, but at that point, he probably just needed to lock her down and stay on the bottom of the racetrack. But a bunch of drivers involved. Let's go to Tim McBasketball's onboard review of this one. Pretty much trying to guess where the 9 machine was going. Yeah, maybe he kind of course corrected a little bit too much there, but a bunch of drivers involved. I mean, just absolute calamity off of turn number 2. But a bunch of drivers now in pit lane fixing that damage. Is about the top 23 gonna elect to stay out as Nathan Johnson, actually a race leader, stays out. Alex Anderson comes out pit lane. David McCall, they're down there. Daniel Molnix comes out pit lane as well. So a lot of drivers coming up early track position here. Take those extra sets of tires, as they only do have 6 of them though. That was a big talking point for this week, how many sets of tires they would have, but they all chose 6. So that's the number they have. So the drivers have now 5 more sets in the box that they can use. We'll see how that plays out though. And then Series starts going to go green flag in the air. And the drivers have older tires, and you can kind of tell a little squiggly a lot of the drivers are. But they make it through cleanly through the gears. Now rocking their way through 1 and turn 2 with side by side for pretty much all 40 drivers. Here off for turn number 2. Now down the back straight, going to be 3 wide for the race lead for a moment there. James Garrett's going to slot in line behind Nathan Johnson and Hunter Sr. So here comes Senior on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to make up some positions here. 3rd and 4th. Up to second now, looking for the race lead here on lap number 11. Now 12. Jared Skinner has a good run through 1 and 2. Had some clean air there. And here comes Ryan Housen. Jared Skinner, Ryan Housen, Carnes Bozen all had pretty bad qualifying in heat races there. Had to start in the mid-20s or so. But they worked their way up through the field. And stay out during that caution. Now they're inside the top 5 as here comes Nathan Johnson. He'll take the race lead officially away. But here comes Jared Skinner. He's not going to let him have it too easily. As he's on the outside now of Nathan Johnson off of turn number 2. Skinner get a clear maybe off of turn number 2. Yes, he will. Nathan Johnson will slot in hot behind Jared Skinner in the 7th place, the 7 car. Jared Skinner finishing 29th last week at Daytona. Not the start he wanted after finishing 2nd in the points last season. Right now he's currently leading at Atlanta. Posing getting passed by Sam Hoff, our defending champion, also struggled last week at Daytona as well. Finishing that 18th place. Not the result he probably wanted after starting on pole position. But right now, single file for most of the field as they work their way down to number 1. His first driver on new tires is Alex Anderson. He's currently up to 11th in the 67 machine. Looking really good right now, working his way through the field, looking for a top 10 right now. Speaking of Alex Anderson, Race Tech had a really good finishing positions last week at Daytona. 4 of the Race Tech trucks finished inside the top 10. Michael James picking up the win. Alex Anderson himself finishing in 6th place. So that includes Isaiah Walters and Daniel Mullins as well. So all those drivers doing well as a team working together at Daytona last week, but Atlanta a little bit different of a beast here. A lot less team working together as Darren Lamp in the outside wall. Going Evans on the boards are 3 wide behind. Nate Bogus to the inside, Isaiah Walters behind him. So here comes Kalinski as well. Big all up the racetrack. Kalinski gets a bit loose off of turn number 2. And here comes the back behind him, Alex McQueen, Brock Morris. Morris was involved in the heat incident. As they're jostling for positions here big time in the mid-pack. Kind of allowing the drivers up front to kind of pull away just slightly a bit. Azul driving the outside wall. Azul, Brandon McGowan loose. Around he goes. Jordan Evans around in front of some of the drivers as well, trying to avoid him. Luckily, no one looks to hit the 6 machine right in front on the middle of the back straightaway. So that brings our second caution of the night here on lap number 19. Kind of caught the tail end of that. Didn't quite see how it started. I think Brady McWilliams got loose, it looks like, off of turn at number 2. I think that's what happened, but I don't believe he got connected with anyone there. But we'll see. So yeah, Alex looking up ahead. Brady Williams in the dirty air of McQueen. But here comes the 20 machine of Russell Windsor on the outside. As Evan gets loose, Kalinski kind of tags Brady McWilliams as well. I mean, may have been a little bit of neck code there as well. Couldn't quite tell from that angle. See it again. I don't know if there was any neck code there, but kind of a couple of drivers getting loose off of turn 2. I mean, 3 wide here, Atlanta. Especially how low grip it already is. It's going to be difficult to manage, but Tim Basketball as well. Slightly a little sideways there behind, but he'll make it through unscathed in that one. But caution here, lap number 19, now 20. Most of the field coming down pit lane to take those tires that they need. Top pit lane looks like just going to be 6 places. 5 drivers will be staying out. Looks like maybe a few others. Yeah, looks like 5 will be Isaiah Waltrus, Russell Windsor, Michael James, Daniel Mullix, and Kyle Herlinski. All staying out there. Everyone else coming down pit lane here to top it off on Bueller, or take 4 fresh Goodyear tires. Going on the green this time by. And yes, we are. Here we go, base check up, pull off the pit lane. We're about to go back green here. And green flag is in the air. Isaiah Walters on the outside will lead us to the stripe as drivers getting loose. Karolinski sideways there. He's spinning through the grass through pit lane. Luckily, he doesn't hit anything. We'll stay green. As there is the caution flags actually flow right there. That's our third caution right here on lap number 23. As we kind of saw the start of that a little bit. Karolinski going spinning. Oh, whoa. Not see all that happen through 1 and 2. As I'm not sure what's caused that. So let's take a look at what happened here. Karolinski kind of saw that. Oh, further back. But anyways. So this is a chop of here for Karolinski. Through the gears he goes. Just looks like he just got loose on those older tires. Yeah, hits Hunter Senior, clips Nathan Johnson. As Johnson, oh, he gets turned. Oh, that was a massive pile up in turn 1 and 2. Wow. As with that contact with Karolinski, I'm sure that Nathan Johnson got a bit loose there and pushed him to the grass. That caused him that to happen, but Nathan Johnson kind of merged up the racetrack. And right there, he gets pushed into the grass right there from Karolinski, and then Johnson merged up from the grass, and Brock Morris doesn't have time to react. And has big calamity in turn 1 and turn 2. Absolutely jumped. Probably around 8 or 9 cars there. Kind of see that happening right there as well. A bunch of drivers involved. Can't even name everyone that was involved. Christian Swagger looks like. Dustin Coggin. And just so much more. I mean, Carl Cantone is involved as well. Brock Morris obviously involved as well, and Taylor Pratt is involved in the 14 machine. But that was the quickest yellow we've had so far tonight. And we're back looking at a live picture here of turn number 1 and 2. But Ezekiel Walters still continues to lead here. 3 cautions in the first 25 laps. We'll see if we go single file. Could definitely be something that goes on. Was talked about, so we'll see if that is the ruling here, and it may be. Looks like we will be going single file. Have had this happen a few times here in the Superstar Cup Series. I think it was Atlanta as well that happened that, ironically, but not very often. So we're at 125 laps to go. As pace truck pulls off at the pit lane, we're about to go back green. And green flags in there. Been away here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. They're rocking their way down to number 1. Single file here on the restart. Two drivers getting a bit loose off of turn number 2. One driver, I believe, coming off from pit lane. This is Brock Morris side by side for the race lead. In the Mulux on the inside as Walters going to try to hang on to that position. But Jared's getting on those fresher tires as well. He's going to probably fly by these drivers up ahead of him. They're on those older tires, about 12 lap older tires than Jared Skinner. But Mulux not making it easy to go, but all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Going to give Jared Skinner some major dirty air. Ooh, Skinner almost touches as he watches the left side, but caution back out here on lap number 28, it looks like. So 4th caution night here on lap 28. We'll see what the cause of this one was. Not sure. I don't believe we saw it in the... Could have been probably further on back. Driver set up. We'll see what happened here. Oh yeah, there's a big wreck there on interior turn number 1. Wow, big pile up there. Jackson Fonstock, Dylan Lamb, Dustin Coggin, Timber Basketball, all involved. Looks like they're not sure what was the cause of that one is. Timber Basketball getting loose off of turn 4 and rips Dustin Coggin. It's a stripe as little basketball. Basketball hard on the outside wall. Dylan Lamb. Well, I was in that one as well. I don't think he had time to really slow down that truck there. Yeah, I mean, at that point, you don't know where you're going into. Just a cloud of smoke at that point. But Dylan Lamp involved in that one. He'll have to bring it on pit lane, probably fix that damage big time. Like I said before, a very hot racetrack here in Atlanta. I mean, what can you expect here when it's 128-degree track temp? You got Atlanta Motor Speedway. I mean, You have cooler track temp, it's more of a pack race, but you have hotter track temp, it's more like this. You kind of have to find a happy medium, but it looks like no cloud. Well, it's partly cloudy, but still a very hot track temp overall. It's only gonna get hotter and hotter throughout the day, or throughout the night, I should say. But like I said, we'll see how it plays out though on the longer runs, if we do get any today. As looks like we're going single file once again. Yes, we are. As here we go. As green flag back in the air, back in the way here at Atlanta. As we work our way through turn 1 and 2, like I said, most single file here on these single file research through these corners, it really isn't until turn 3 and 4 and really a lap later that we see some side-by-side action, but we are seeing it quickly here. 3 wide for seconds. That's Alex Anderson, our pole sitter. He's making his way through to second place. He's also on those fresher tires here as well. Got to chase down Daniel Mullis in front of him. See what Daniel Mullis can do up for Alex Anderson. Or will Anderson just kind of blow by here in a few moments' time? There he goes side by side for the race lead as Anderson nudges ahead here off of turn number 4, and he'll go back to the points here on lap 33, coming up 34. Anderson back out in the front. Sherry's gonna have a peek to the inside there. Oh, Daniel Mullis. He's gonna get slotted back in line now. He's trying the outside line here through 24 now. The quad over look clear for a second now. And here comes Ryan Houston. He's also on those fresher tires as well. He's going to try to make quick work here of Isaiah Walters and Daniel Mullis as quick as possible. It's going to be tough for those drivers side by side. Houston the outside wall. Here comes Sam Hoff. Good run off of turn number 2. And he'll move himself up in the 5th place. And here comes Russell Windsor. He is now up to 6th. And they're not quite up to 6 yet. He's actually might lose by here to Donald Kite. Here in the 2 machine. Side by side here. Here comes Jerska on the inside of Alex Anderson. Anderson will hang on for now here down in turn number 1. So it's getting all the way back over. Alex Anderson just waiting for him to make a mistake. Outside for the behind, Daniel Wilkes, Ryan Houston. Tom Russell Windsor as well back there. Was Houston a bit loose there off the turn number 2. Houston will clear here off of 4 of Isaiah Walsh, so Ryan Houston will be up to 4th place. Pack still racing down at number 1 and 2. Timmy Ardello gonna try to clear Isaiah Walsh. Just kind of a mixture of tire strategies here right now. Driver who pitted the last was Hunter Senior. It looks like he was kind of involved in a wreck there as well, though. Got tagged, I believe, by Nathan Johnson in the wreck a few cautions ago. So, big wreck behind. Brandon Williams loose off of turn 2. Overcorrects in the outside wall into a few other drivers. I think that might be Michael James, and yes, it is. Our race 1 winner, Michael James, involved in a pretty massive incident here down the back straightaway. Gonna lose a ton of spots and have a ton of damage as well. Michael James just kind of minding his own business, and the Braden Williams just getting loose and overcorrecting right into the one machine. Boom, right there. Nowhere for Michael James to go, unfortunately. Time for the drivers go here. One driver gets out, it's gonna be David McCullough. Everyone else coming down pit lane, taking 4 tires. We'll see if that works out here for the one machine, maybe trying to save a set for later in the race. Also looks like Anderson Senior taking 2 tires and be only, maybe fuel only, 9-second pit stop for those 2 drivers. Let's see if we have a double file restart. Looks like it'll be single file once again. And green flag back in the air. Decent launch for David McCullough, but better launch here for Alex Anderson on those fresher tires. Gonna look to the inside with him and Jared Skinner. Got clear for the race lead already. He off of turn number 2 on the opening lap after the restart. As here comes Jared Skinner, pounce quickly here. He's already in 18th place. And he's got clear here off of turn number 4. Not quite, gets a bit loose. Here comes Anderson. Just slide underneath him once again. So there he goes, side by side through 1 and 2 up the racetrack. They both go a little bit. Skinner up top, Anderson on the bottom. Anderson get a bit loose there. Skinner get a hold on, stop, and clear down the back straightaway. Side by side here, Hunter Senior, Craig Martin. 9 and 10. Tim McCullough falling back quite a bit right now, as he's now down to 10th place here on those older tires. He's about 23 lap older tires compared to the rest of the field. Out front though, Jared Skinner single file leading the field. Circumstantial Senior to the inside of Steven Ardell. Senior trying to get back up to the front of the field. Having a little contact there on the restarts. Few cautions to go. David McCullough is still falling back like a rock right now, as he's currently 30 laps on those sets of tires. We'll see how long he can go though. I don't know how long the fuel window is, but we haven't had a long green flag run yet to really test it. As McQueen trying to go to the outside, you have to go back to the inside though, as David McCullough gets a little too tight though through 1 and turn 2. And as well on the back bumper of Jared Skinner. Side by side further behind, Donny Kite, Isaiah Waltrus. This Donny Kite will clear here. If you're kind of just single file out, you kind of see a big gap though from first to ninth right there, and then 10th place pretty further back, about 2 seconds between him and Hunter Senior. So we got his car spinning sideways through one and turn 2. Looks like they saved it. Not sure who it was. As Connor Zabosian slow here. Might have been Connor Zabosian. So big contact there. One on the outside wall. Not sure who that was exactly. So Dylan Lamp up ahead, hits the outside wall, and oh, the Zabosian has nowhere to go. And up the racetrack he goes, and Tony Allison. But it looks like everyone's okay for now. But side by side here for the race lead once again. Off of turn number 4. Here comes Isaiah Walters with a huge run. It's a 4-car battle for the race lead. Sam Hoffman here as well. And now it's a 5-car battle for the race lead here. As Isaiah Walters with a good run here off of turn number 2. He's gonna push here. Jared Skinner gets a bit loose off of turn number 2. It's 3 abreast there in the turn number 3 and 4. As Alex Anderson will clear them all there through 3 and 4. Isaiah Walters with a huge run for turn 4. He's gonna cut down. He's not quite clear. He's gonna clip Jared Skinner. Skinner saves it. But here comes Donald Kite. Donnie Kite up top. Can he do something here? He's up to 4th place. As Isaiah Walters go run the outside line. Skinner gets a bit loose through 1 and 2. As here comes Ryan Housen. So a 6-car battle for the rest of the year now commences. Here through 3 and 4. Let's get Anderson now pull away with that cleaner up ahead. So coming outside wall behind, leaving Isaiah Walters. Johnny Kites on the outside. Ryan Allison on the inside. Ryan Allison will clear. As here comes Isaiah Watrous. Isaiah Watrous still trying to get around Alex Anderson, trying to work his way around the racetrack, go up top, get back to the air. He has a good run off for turn number 4, I think. Anderson have to fight through some lap traffic as well. As here comes Isaiah Watrous to the left side of Alex Anderson. Isaiah Watrous not able to do anything. Darren Mullock side by side here with Steven Ardell. Anderson continues to lead here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Here comes Isaiah Watrous to the left side. To the inside 3 wide with the lap car up ahead. Isaiah Watrous trying to use up Alex Anderson, but not enough though. Off of turn 4. Anderson still ahead. Oh man, that's close right there. Side by side once again. Anderson still stay ahead right now. What about for the rest of the right now? Currently we have as Hunter Senior, Steven Ardell side by side. That's for 8th and 9th. Tony Allison around Jimmy Geikus there. So Hunter Senior almost on the outside wall. Steven Ardell clears Hunter Senior off turn number 2. Right now, longest green flag run we've had so far. And we'll see as here comes Isaiah Waltrip once again on the back bumper of Alex Anderson. He's going to look to the inside again at 1 and 2. Can he make it work this time? Big sense of on the racetrack. He's got a slide job. He's not quite clear though. Anderson going to fight up top. But Waltrip is clear off for turn 2 as he'll take the race lead here on lap number 72 from Alex Anderson. But Anderson not done fighting yet as there he goes to the inside of the racetrack, trying to make things work once again. As here comes that Daniel Maltz to the inside of Jared Skinner. So he'll be able to clear here through 3 and 4. Anderson's fighting for the race lead once again up front. Maltz will clear Waltrip sideways off of turn 4. When will the Jared's come down pit lane? We're almost at the halfway point here tonight for the Dentist Choice 225. When will the Gyros bring it down pit lane? That's 3 wide slightly here through turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Anderson, huge run for the race lead. Lap cars evolved, gotta squeeze their way through. Alex Anderson now pit lane here, lap number 76, right at that halfway point here tonight. Looks like it will be 2 more pit stops for Alex Anderson after this one. Sidekick side by side with Sam Hoff. But it looks like the Gyro was able to stretch out just quite a bit more than Alex Anderson. As Christian Swigert down pit lane, penalty there. So here comes Aaron Lux on the outside, trying to get around Isaiah Waltrip. As here comes Daniel Mullick to slide right in front of Isaiah Waltrus. And he'll clear for the race lead here on 71 laps to go. Isaiah Waltrus looks like he's bringing this time by, and yes, he is. Gotta make sure he doesn't speed in the pit lane. Looks like he's okay for now. So here comes Jared Skieran down pit lane. Same with Daniel Mullen. Daniel Mullen's to stay out here. And here comes Donnie Kite down pit lane. And Wilkes also down pit lane as well. Ryan House is going to stay out a little bit extra. And here comes Ryan Houston. Matt Sisler on the racetrack right now. So here we go down pit lane for Matt Sisler. And it looks like Matt Sisler, Nathan Lamont still, and Nathan Lamont down pit lane. So Matt Sisler, the only driver, actually, Matt Sisler down pit lane. So it looks like everyone has pitted so far in this run. So it's Alex Anderson will be the race leader once this cycles out, and it has. So it's gonna be Alex Anderson. Isaiah Waltrus gonna be 3 seconds back. Waltrus got a 4-lap pressure tires. Warnock in third as well. Warnock falling back quite a bit. He was he's the first driver to come down pit lane behind. Actually, he was the first. Jordan Evans was second. So both the Jordans come down pit lane about 14-15 laps to go. Alex Anderson doing a good job saving his tires right now, kind of maintaining that gap between him and Isaiah Waltrus. But the problem is, if Anderson, some of these drivers maybe in the middle of one stopper, Anderson may be forced into doing a 2-stop race here. We'll see if we'll be able to. Scan. Gonna multi it around. And you guess? And Steven Ardell getting around Jordan Warnock as well as for 10th place. And here comes Russell Windsor. Stein Kite trying to get on Sam Off here. There's one lot fresher tires than Sam Off. So we're on Sam Off pretty easily there. But most is going to file through the field right now. But it looks like Isaiah Waltrip slowly but surely catching up to Alex Harrison here using those fresher tires. Kind of Hunter Sr. now close together. Right, is he going to be able to get around Senior here? As we're on board here with Donnie Kite through 1 and 2. Trying to chase down Hunter up ahead, but here comes Isaiah Waltrip on Alex Anderson. He's within a half a second now. About 5 car lengths in between those two drivers. Anderson has been struggling on these tires right now. Past few laps. So we'll see how quickly can Isaiah Walsh just get around Alex Anderson here. So here comes Isaiah Walsh, just could run down the back straightaway. Gonna rip that top side. Here he comes, here he comes. Anderson gets loose right here. It's a great chance for Isaiah Walsh to maybe move me inside. Give a little slide job move here. Oh, is this stays right behind Alex Anderson. We'll see what can happen here, but Isaiah Walsh has been really stumped right here as we got smoked down the back straightaway. That's the 99 machine Carl Cantones. Even though this is a non-smoking racetrack, smoked down the back straightaway. And Skyler Jones also down pit lane. How did I not bring a caution? Carl Cantones just clipped the outside wall, spun there. Overcut slightly, but he saved it right there. But surprisingly, I'm not sure of the Yaw Racing yellow. As can Alex Anderson hang on here before his next pit stop? So Alex Anderson continues to pull away a little bit here from Isaiah Walsh's. Gap is open up to about 0.4 of a second. It's kind of just been steady right now these past 2 laps. I mean, once Isaiah Walsh just got into the third gear of Alex Anderson, he's been able to do pretty much nothing this run. As we're nearing the end of this race right now, with 45 laps to go, most likely only one more pit stop left here tonight. Only time will tell. It's 42 laps to go right now. A few drivers have come down pit lane. Like I mentioned, a few laps to go. Both the Jordans, Jordan Warnock and Jordan Evans, 55 laps to go. Also, Skylar Jones. It looks like Jones had a penalty on pit lane. That's how I say here. Sim Hoff and Donnie Kite off of turn number 4. Hoff gonna stay ahead for now. Here comes Isaiah Walters. Alex again. Pearson gets shut the door though. Off of turn number 2. As Anderson really trying as hard as he can right now currently. Try to stay ahead of Isaiah Waltress. Watch on the inside now, side by side for the race lead. This is Isaiah Walters' best chance in a few laps time. And he's flying alongside that 67 machine of Alex Anderson. Also, look who's joined the picture now. Daniel Morris, Hunter Sr., Donnie Kite, and Sam Hoff. Have now all pretty much joined this fight here. So here comes Alex Anderson on pit lane, and one other driver on pit lane. It's Donnie Kite here with 37 laps to go. When will the rest of the field also come down pit lane? As well, Alex Anderson, black flag on pit lane. Unreal for Alex Anderson. Had a great run tonight. It'll be pretty much ended with a black flag, most likely speeding on pit road. As unreal for that 67 machine is currently Daniel Mullock's now our race leader. Daniel Mullock's down pit lane. Troy Houston's gonna stay out. Greg Martin gonna stay out. I was trying to say he's gonna pit lane. Nathan Lamont as well staying out as Johnny Kite currently gonna be the race lead once this all settles out, but Hunter Senior not too far behind. One second behind. As we'll take a quick look at the weather right now. How hot has this track time gotten? The 136. And like I mentioned, it's still gonna get hotter and hotter throughout the race here in the next 32 laps. Sonic Giant throw right now currently. As Ryan House is now pit lane. As will Nathan Lamont come out pit lane. He's the last driver that has not pitted yet. Ryan Kite being chased down here from Hunter Senior from behind. As here comes Hunter Senior. This is for the race lead now officially as Nathan Lamont down pit lane. Johnny Kite through the middle. Hunter Senior up top. Off of turn 2. It's going to be side by side. Senior on the outside wall. Almost some contact between the teammates. Hunter Senior will clear down into turn number 3. As he'll clear Johnny Kite for the race lead. It's coming to 28 laps to go. Hunter Senior out in front. Hunter Senior, a very consistent driver last season, season number 3, 15 top 10s. Had that one victory at Iowa Speedway. Finished 4th in the points last season, so there's a lot of experience here in the Superstar ARCA League. Well, he's had to transition the trucks right now. He's running quickly right now, obviously, in that first place position. Finished last week in 8th place at Daytona. Currently has a chance to maybe pick up his first win of the season. Okay, it was pretty quick at Charlotte last season. Similar 1.5 mile racetrack to here at Atlanta, a little bit less tire degradation, but very similar race type of racetracks. But now under 25 laps to go right now. I'm just seeing slowly but surely pulling away here from Donnie Kite these last few laps. There's also can Daniel Monks and Isaiah Waters maybe catch up to these top 2 drivers. Daniel Monks is about a lap or 2 pressure tires in the top 2 drivers, so we'll see if he can use that little slight advantage these next 22 laps to maybe catch up to the top 2 drivers. He's not too far away. Have to get around probably a little bit less than 10 to lap if he wants to make it there. About 900 of a second should be good enough. Senior Senior trying to work his way through some lap traffic. Now Danke had to work his way through some lap traffic here of Ruben Rodas. But Daniel Marks is closing the gap down big time as Nujara is up ahead and lap. Leader is currently dealing with some lap traffic. He's closed the gap to around under a second between him and Hunter Sr. Is all the back bumper of Donnie Kite here. Down the back straight where he goes. Gripping that top side, trying to make it work. As Hunter Sr. again under attack here from Ruben Reyes. This might slow him out just a little bit here. Donnie Kite and Daniel Marks have to work their way to him. Slap traffic. That's Jackson Fonstock, I believe. Yes, it is. Donnie Kite getting passed by Daniel Marks there. Daniel Marks has closed that gap down to half to go from Hunter Sr. This may be a race here in these last few laps. 12 laps to go here at Atlanta. Hunter Sr. still a lap tracking behind him of Ruben Rodas. Update on Alex Anderson. He is currently sitting in 15th place after having that black flag penalty almost on the lead lap, but he's behind Nathan Lehman, currently not currently in lucky dog position. But 11 laps to go. It's gonna be Daniel Molnix and Hunter Sr. These two should duke it out here for the race win here in a few moments time. There is one lap car in between them of Ruben Norris. Alright, looks like Ruben Norris got let by Daniel Marks here. So it's going to be clean air pretty much for Hunter Sr. and Daniel Marks for the meantime. So there's some lap traffic up ahead, but not really affecting Hunter Sr. right now here currently. Under 10 laps to go, now 9. Daniel Molnix maybe used up his tires a little bit too much, trying to catch up to our race leader of Hunter Sr. Donnie Kite actually loses the spot here to Isaiah Walters as well. So Isaiah Walters But the top two starting to fight it out. You can maybe join the picture in a few moments' time. There's 8 laps to go this time by. Hunter Senior, Jim Mullox less than a truck length away from each other. As there goes Daniel Mullox to the inside of Hunter Senior. Has a good mount for turn 2. Slide drop, maybe. He's going to try it. Watch for the crossover here for Hunter Senior. He's going to try the crossover. Not really enough momentum. He's going to be on Daniel Mullox's left side here on the interior turn number 1. I think Mullox has the advantage, though, on the outside line. Hunter Senior going to drive it in deep, though. He's going to give a slide drop move. He's going to get it done. Mullox going to cross him over there. He has enough for a run here down to turn number 3 and 4. Like I mentioned, Isaiah Watts is catching quickly now. He's half a second behind our race leaders, then closing quickly. And side by side once again here down the front straightaway. 6 laps to go. Hunter Senior clear on the turn number 1. That's 5 laps to go now here at Atlanta. Isaiah Watts just all the back bumper. Hunter Senior push him into turn number 1. And here comes, excuse me, Daniel Mullox. As here comes Isaiah Watts there further on back. He's only about a 10th back. It's going to be 3-horse race here for the race win. Here in the Dentist Choice 225. Single out in the turn number 3 and 4. Coming to 4 laps to go here at Atlanta. Hunter Senior currently leads. Daniel Mullox down the front straight they go. 4 laps to go this time by. Will Mullox send the slide job move in the turn number 1. Not quite enough momentum. He's got to try maybe work his way on the top side. Yes, he will. Top of turn 2 is going to be loose. He lets off the gas a little bit here. Going to cost him a little bit of momentum. Doesn't have enough to run through 1, 2. Let's get rip that top side through 3 and 4. No lap traffic ahead for now. It's just gonna be these 3 fighting out here at Atlanta. Isaiah Watts with a huge run. Daniel Watts with a huge run in the turn number 1 and 2. Same with Isaiah Watts as he's going to the inside of Daniel Mullox. Mullox up top. Isaiah Watts gets loose on the bottom of the racetrack. He's got a slide line behind Daniel Mullox. But Senior doing a great job keeping these drivers behind him for now. And the 2 laps to go this time by. And any of the drivers behind having enough for a run here to maybe challenge Hunter Senior for the race win. There's old Mullox in the outside wall, loses a ton of momentum. Isaiah Watts is going to push the 8 machine as hard as he can. Coming the white flag this time by Sam Hoff, getting around Donnie Cut here for 4th. The white flag this time by Daniel Mullox, loose off for turn number 2. Hunter Senior, big gap for the race lead for him. As we're side by side for a second behind. Isaiah Watts just looking for that 2nd place spot here through 1 and 2. He's got to try to maybe slide his way ahead of Daniel Mullox, not able to quite do so. He's got a slot in line for 3rd. Hunter Senior is got a big challenge here from Daniel Mullox from behind. Mullox sends it in deep. He's to the left rear. He's going to be side by side here off of turn number 4. Is it going to be enough? Not quite. Hunter Senior will pick up the win here at Atlanta. Here in the Dentist's Choice 225, Hunter Senior wins in race number 2 of the Superstar Cup Series here at Atlanta. in dramatic fashion there. And Mona took a move there in 3 and 4. I thought he would have a better chance to off the exit. He was almost alongside Hunter Sr. there, even on the exit of turn number 4. But Hunter Sr. picks up the race win here tonight. Drivers congratulating Hunter Sr. as well right there. As we'll rightfully burn it down here on the front straightaway at Atlanta Motor Speedway. As we'll be right back here for a top 5 interviews after this. As we're back live here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, let's take a quick look at our final race results here. The Dentist's Choice 225. And the race winner, obviously, Hunter Sr. here in first place, Daniel Mulks in second, Isaiah Walterson third, and Sam Hoff in fourth, Ryan House in fifth, Johnny Kite in sixth, Craig Moore in seventh, Stephen Riddell in eighth, Matt Sisler ninth, Russell Windsor in 10th. 11th will be Tony Allison, 12th, Caleb Yates, Brady McWilliams 13th, Nathan Lamb on 14th, Alex Anderson 15th, Jimmy Gekas 16th, Jared Skinner 17th, Jordan Winnock 18th, Alex McQueen 19th, and Jordan Evans on the top 20. Tyler Jones 21st, Nate Bogus 22nd, Michael James 23rd, Christian Swigger 24th, Jackson Fonstock 25th, Jake Laperta 26th, Nathan Johnson 27th, Dustin Coggin 28th, Connor Zabosin 29th, Ruben Rosen 30th. 31st, Carl Cantonas, Christopher Bush 32nd, David McCullough 33rd, 34th, Dylan Lamp 35th, Brock Morris 36th, Kyle Linsky 37th, Tim McBasketball, Zach Stewart in 38th, Thomas Spencer 39th, and David Nimmert in 40th. We'll speak to our top 5 finishers here tonight. First off being Hunter Sr. picking up the race win here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Oh, Hunter, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So you pick up the win in pretty dramatic fashion there. Had to fight off a few drivers for those last 20 or so laps. Actually, those kind of last pit stop cycle and also those last 20 laps fighting Isaiah and Daniel there.
I'm still I'm still in shock. There's not a lot I could say. That was probably the hardest I've ever driven on here, and big shout out to Daniel and Isaiah. That was some of the best racing I've ever had. And once I saw the 67 got a speeding penalty, and I saw that Donald was in front of me, I knew that at that point the only 2 cars that were gonna give me a run for it were gonna be the 2 or the 6. I forgot what number Daniel is, but Daniel or Donald, and just pushed it as hard as I could. And I saw Daniel get past Donald there, and just put it on the top and just held it as long as I could.
Yeah, how difficult was it to kind of manage the tires and also kind of manage pushing early on these runs?
Whenever you're sitting in that position and you got somebody like that, he's hauling up through the field, he's passing everybody, your tire management's out the window, and your goal is just to stay in front of them. And I with 10 to go, 11 to go, I just said, screw it, we're going to put on the top. And if I wreck the car or blow a right rear or whatever it is, I'm going to do it, and I don't care less if I do or not. I wasn't going to come out of here without a chance at. I wasn't coming out of here knowing that I didn't try. So, that tire wear, like I said, it just for that first 5 laps, out of that pit stop, you're worrying about it. But whenever you see there's a chance for a win, and you only got 3 cars that are going to be in contention for it and race you for it, you stop caring about that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Well, congrats on your win here tonight at Atlanta. Anyone you thinking to tonight in victory lane?
Yeah, yes, sir. First, I would love to give a big shout out to Kyle and Kyle Tobin East. He came into our chat and told us he won, so that's awesome. We got Juicy Spider, wins in both series, and big shout out to them, every single one of them. Donald, Jared, Nick, Mike, Jared, Josh. Sorry, had a brain fart there. Josh, Andrew, Bubba. This paint scheme, this absolutely amazing paint scheme that nobody else on this sim can paint like that, is Bubba Myers Designs, and shout out to him. He's absolutely the best, and if you need a paint scheme, you need to go to him, hit him up, and get a paint done from him. High Side Podcast. There's a lot of people I want to thank. So, thanks to you. I can't wait to go back and watch this broadcast. I know your reaction is going to be absolutely amazing to watch. Again, shout out to Juicy Spider, High Side, Bubba Myers Designs. Shout out to Kyle. Thanks to you, and thanks to everybody at home that watches. And it's been an amazing year for Juicy Spider, and couldn't ask for a better way to kick off the year.
Like I said, congrats on your win here at Atlanta. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. You have a great night.
As that was Hunter Sr. in the 12 machine. Very happy from his victory, and you mentioned a very hard fought victory as well for him. in that 12 machine. And I mean, it looks like, I mean, Atlanta, very, very tough racetrack, and you're pushing at 110% pretty much. Those final few laps trying to stay ahead of this driver in second. Daniel Molnix is finishing second place here tonight. Oh, Daniel, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So you wrap yourself off in second place here tonight. Try to chase down Hunter Sr. there at the end. Had a chance to maybe get around him, but just couldn't really get around him enough. Talk us through around those last 10 or 15 laps.
Well, I had noticed through the race that I had better pace than he did, and then that last pit stop, he short pit me, so I knew he was going to jump ahead of me, and I was just hoping, same thing, that he would fall off and I would get around him. But I mean, he did what I would have done. He went and protected the top, because that's, you took all the air away that I needed to be able to get a run on him. And then I tried to throw a slider on him at the end, but I just couldn't get there. And some people might look at that as dirty racing, but no, that's just good, hard racing. But yeah, without clean air, there was nothing I could do there at all.
Well, yeah, you still wrap yourself off in the second place here tonight. Anyone that thank for tonight's great run?
Hats off to Hunter for racing me clean. I know there was a few times we could have got together pretty easily. I think we did actually touch once or twice, but hats off to him. He's always raced me clean. Everybody at Race Deck, we put the time in, each and every week to be competitive. Sam and all the admins, you for putting this on, and that's all I got for you.
Well, congrats on your second here tonight. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
So Daniel Monks in the 8 machine there, picking up that second place finish here tonight at Atlanta. We'll bring in our third place finisher now. Here up Isaiah Watrous. I fell off a little, kind of was trying to chase these drivers down up ahead, but just kind of fell off a little bit there, side by side with Daniel Monks, and kind of killed his momentum there, but we'll see what he has to say about it. Isaiah, got a copy?
Hello?
So you pick up third place here tonight, trying to chase down those top 2 drivers, but just wasn't really able to get quite by them. You got alongside Daniel there for a moment, but still ended up at third place position, up 10 spots from your starting position of 13th. Talk us through your night overall.
It was a lot of emphasis on the long run tonight. I felt pretty good. I felt like I got better over and over the runs. My teammate, definitely helped with that a lot. Just had a few more laps at the end there. I feel like I could have made something happen. But I'll take a third place. It's nothing to be sad about.
Yeah, definitely. Those kind of final few laps, do you think you maybe had a chance there picking up at least second or first place? Maybe you were able to get around Daniel there quickly enough?
Daniel was saving pretty good too. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I definitely had something for him if it got just a little bit more time. But overall, they all drove a great race and deserve where they finished too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like you mentioned, third place, really good result here tonight at Atlanta. Anyone to thank for tonight's good run?
I'd like to thank JV Designs for helping put a good-looking car on the podium, and my teammates, and you're a good broadcaster. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you, and congrats on your third here tonight. We'll see you next week at Rockingham.
Thank you.
So that was our third place finisher, Isaiah Watrous. We'll bring in our fourth place finisher of Sam Hoff. Last season champion, had to come up all the way from 27th place. Not a good heat or a good qualified run for him. But he finished in that fourth place spot. Kind of was quiet all night long. Didn't really see him out like too much in front. He'd been about top 10, I would say, all night long for the most part in the second half of the race, definitely. But that's himself in the fourth place. We'll bring him in here. Oh, Sam, you got a copy?
Hey, Town, how you doing?
Pretty good. Well, you finished in that 4th place position, up 23 spots. Started kind of further deep in the field than you used to probably these past few seasons, but you pick up that 4th place position. Talk us through your night overall and how you got up through the field.
Man, Talon, you know, every time we come to this track, I learn I cannot save tires for as well as the guys around me. I can save them better than some. Can't save them as well as those guys in front of me. And anytime I can walk out with a top 5 at a track, I don't feel necessarily confident that I can compete fully for a win. I'm happy with it. I'm happy to take home a top 5. Last season, we built a championship on all top 5, so we're going to try and do it again this season. Daytona wasn't the result we wanted with an 18th, but we start here with a top 5, and we'll move to Rockingham next week and hope it's the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. Talk us through kind of how it was battling through traffic and also clean versus dirty air as well.
The dirty air was definitely something. It makes these trucks really tight, but also really loose at the same time. It just kind of makes them hard to handle when they're going around. And if you really pack the air on the guy's rear spoiler or on his right or left side, it's going to go sliding for a little bit. And that makes it a track like this where the tire wear is really high. It makes it difficult. But coming through the pack, starting 27th, coming all the way up to 4th, it was a good run. It was just a lot of patience. You know, a lot of guys were really up on their wheel to start the race, some aggressiveness as we saw with all the cautions. And then as those kind of started to die down and settle out, we got into we had a few pit at lap 8, few pit at lap 20. We had some differing strategies. Kind of results in a net wash for us up into the top 10. And from there, we just kind of took our time in moving forward in the field and just kept improving, not making mistakes on pit road, no speeding, no unsafe entry, no missed boxes, just, you know, consistency, the same thing over and over, and it was able to bring us home a top 5, and we're happy with that.
Definitely. Well, anyone like think for tonight's great run here in 4th place?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Petty Engineering, Fanuc Robotics, Siemens, Ram, and all the partners of Huff Performance for their continued support. Let's hope we can continue to score some nice top 10s and top 5s for all the drivers this season and get a few of our drivers out of their slump they're in right now, and we'll bring these trucks back to the front here soon.
Well, congrats on your 4th here tonight. We'll see you next week at Rockingham.
A good one.
Sam Hoff and the 15 machine, little number change there as well. I don't know if I really noted that last week, but number change here for him as well, but finishing that 4th place position. And like you mentioned, not a great run last week at Daytona, but I'm sure a lot of people felt the same way after Daytona as well last week. But overall, fun race tonight, like you mentioned, kind of a caution fill the first probably around 50 laps, 50 laps, and after that we went green pretty much. I think the whole way. I think we may have gone around 100 or so, around 100 laps green there. Not quite sure when we went back green before the final green flag run, but saw a couple big ones as well. But man, Atlanta always puts on a good show, and what a show it did. Put on right there, Hunter Senior, Daniel Mulligan, as I watched us pretty much under a blanket there. Those last pretty much 10 laps, I would say. And that was a pretty fun one, just kind of a different tire strategy. But next week, Rockingham, so unique, kind of like Atlanta with the tire wear, also short track racing, kind of like Darlington mixed with a Bristol Martinsville hybrid Richmond type of thing, but with just high tire wear and pretty much multi-group racing as well. So that should be interesting there as well. But up next on the Legends Racing Network, it's gonna be Monday night. We are racing in that top tier racing, but it is not the Trisha's Learning Center, which will be the Backbone Candle Company series there, and Backbone ARCA series. So Monday nights there at 8:20 Eastern time, and also next week Wednesday nights at 8:15 Eastern time will be when we go to Rockingham for the Superstar Cup Series next up here on the Legends Race Network. So see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching here from Atlanta.